you know, going back to Dierks, who I've had a long relationship with, after that first Eric session, he was really the first guy to call me to play on records. And on a more recent album of his, he was also one of the first to cut a song I had written, and he more recently cut a song that I had co-written based on this sort of rockin', like if half of Audioslave and half of Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Boys got stranded, you know, in a club together for 3 days and had to come up with something, and it was this. And a song called High Note that he does with Billy Strings.
So great.
But just so funky and born of a bluegrass kid that loved Southern rock too, and Skinner and all of that.
I got to hear that song. I bet Billy tore it up.
Billy tears it up. He tears it all the way up, singing and picking.
Oh, God, that's great.
Speaking of Dierks, though, I got to tell this story. So this mandolin I had at that time in those early years when I first started getting calls for real, you know, records and stuff. And now in the summers I play this live. Dierks had called me to play on his session. It was a Monday session at 10 a.m. Sunday night, I had a gig. I had just gotten a gig playing with Vince Gill. Vince had a gig Sunday night in Milwaukee. So I call the producer. I'll reach out to Dierks. I was like, all right, guys, there's no way the bus is going to make it to Nashville before like noon on Monday. But I found a flight. I'm leaving Milwaukee at 4:30 in the morning, you know, whatever it is. I will be there. I might be 30 minutes late or an hour late, but I will be there for that session. And I fly from Milwaukee to Chicago. I get on the plane in Chicago that's going to get me to Nashville. And this is wintertime, and I fall asleep. I wake up 45 minutes later and go, uh-oh, because the plane is not, it's quiet. We're on the ground. We're still on the gate, and we had been snowed in. And I missed that whole day.
Ooh.
I missed, you know, I wake up from that plane nap to text from Dierks like, hey, where are you? And I go, oh, dude, I got bad news. Well, it turns out he was cutting drunk on a plane that day. And fortunately, he kept calling me back to the studio, and eventually I played. Which is throughout the whole song.
The glue. Yeah.
The glue. Not the part that, you know, if somebody said, you know, they'd be go.
Yeah.
That's the sig lick.
Yeah.
But weaving it together is.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Yeah, that's such a great part because there's, I mean, it's you know, it's two notes.
I mean, so many of the great parts are, and they're kind of looped, you know. And I remember hearing Tom Bukovac talk about that. He's like, study reggae guitar players and stuff, like they will play the same part and will not add to it or embellish for 6 or 7 or 8 minutes. It's very meditative, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And that restraint, that's the word I was looking for 5 minutes ago. Restraint is so critical, you know.
Yeah.
You can hit that gas pedal and go 100 miles an hour, but maybe go 35.
Man, Charlie, that's it. It's like first you learn how, then you learn when, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, restraint's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.